miles between Llanelli on the south coast and Craven Arms just over the border with England. But our journey begins at Swansea, the second city of Wales. By rail, Swansea is just over 190 miles from London and is the terminus for the hourly Intercity 125 shuttle service. At the other extreme, Heart of Wales services consist of just a single coach. For the first 8 miles, the train runs through uninspiring countryside over the South Wales main line, which runs via Carmarthen to Fishguard, Milford Haven and Pembroke Docks. The only feature of note is the 18-span Lucca viaduct crossing the river of the same name. The train reverses direction at Llanelli and sets out for the very heart of Wales. At first, the line follows the picturesque Lucca Valley to Ponta Dewlais. It was built at the very beginning of the railway age in 1839 to carry local coal to Llanelli docks. Originally worked by horses, as the line gradually lengthened, horsepower was displaced by steam. We are now approaching the signal box at Pantyfinnan, from where the signalling for the whole route is controlled. These are the only traditional signals left on the Heart of Wales line, a reminder of the days when all rural branch lines had dozens of similar signal boxes all along the way. Today, using modern communications, the one signalman authorises the various trains to proceed along each section at a time. The signalman hands over a token of authority to proceed to Llandilo. Along the southern part of the railway are various relics of the once proliferant mineral railways, which ran to drift mines and collieries. In a space of just 20 years, coal extraction in the area has all but vanished. The River Towie, fast flowing in midsummer, can become torrential in winter. In October 1987, after successive days of heavy rain, the Glanrhyd bridge collapsed under the weight of a passenger train. Tragically, the driver and 3 passengers perished. The new steel bridge replaced the original brick structure and is supported by concrete abutments set well back from the river to avoid any chance of a recurrence. The train follows the valley as far as the market town of Llanelli. valley of the River Brand is spanned by Glanrhyd Viaduct. Now a 5-mile climb takes our train through the legendary Sugarloaf Pass. The view from the top of Sugarloaf Mountain on a clear day is spectacular. It may not be the best place to go train spotting, but there is a nice picnic area with ample car parking. The line skirts around Bryn Nickel. Although the peak is out of the picture to our left, it rises to 1,276 feet. At Sugarloaf, the train ends up at a summit 820 feet above sea level. Incidentally, the main road also squeezes through the narrow pass, with steep hills and hairpin bends. Even with a gradient of 1 in 60, the railway couldn't avoid tunnelling through the hills altogether. Inside Sugarloaf Tunnel, the old border between Carmarthenshire and Breconshire is crossed. Nowadays, Dafydd and Powys, the official division between South and Mid Wales. Our little train now arrives at Britain's smallest town, Llanwrtyd Wells. Meaning the church by the ford, the population is just 600. Llanwrtyd became popular as a health resort for the taking of the waters, in this case sulphur. The first well was discovered here at Glanrhyd in 1732 by one Theophilus Evans. Llanwrtyd was one of 3 spa towns on the railway, but business tailed off during the 20th century with the popularity of sea bathing. Just after the Second World War, with the advent of the National Health Service, one by one the wells fell into disuse. We are now arriving at the only major town on the route, Glanrhyd Wells. Trains from north and south pass here, and there is a leisurely wait of a few minutes while the train crews change over. The springs at Glanrhyd had been known of for centuries, but their first exploitation was in 1749. The town owes much of its prosperity to the railway, and the Victorian buildings still reflect this period of expansion. A new spring at Rock Park was discovered in 1867, and the pump room and associated bathhouse that sprung up around it can still be seen. Although temporarily out of use, the springs were renowned for their 3 varieties of water: sulphur, saline, and magnesium. The Victorian station has seen a complete transformation from its forlorn state of only a few years ago. The buildings are occupied and the booking office still staffed. On the upside platform, the old signal box is now a museum and open to visitors for a few hours each week. Typical of the rural nature of the Heart of Wales line is the small halt at Dollau, where in 1991 regional railways invested £40,000 to bring it up to scratch. Local members of the Heart of Wales Travellers Association look after the pristine station. A small wooden waiting shelter has been provided, along with a station clock. The fruits of their efforts are for all to see in the sheer number and variety of awards received. One of the most distinctive features on the whole line is Nuckless Viaduct. Designed to be reminiscent of Nuckless Castle, which once overlooked the head of the valley, it has embattled towers at either end, with merlons and embrasures along the parapets. The 214-yard-long viaduct stands 75 feet above the valley floor. We are now in the valley of the River Tees, descending towards the agricultural market town of Knighton. The line crosses the river at Panpuntum, and in so doing, we pass from Wales into England, and from Powys into Shropshire. Being a border town, the station signs at Knighton are still bilingual. The Welsh name, Tref Clouth, means the town on the dyke, referring to the 1200-year-old office dyke. The Heart of Wales joins the regional railway's main line from Cardiff, Newport and Hereford at Craven Arms. We leave our diminutive train here as it continues on to the county town of Shrewsbury. The Craven Arms was originally an 18th century coaching inn, an important staging point on the old Hereford Road, around which today's town grew up, with a little help from the railway.